The Bamboo and the Oak, A Tale of Strength and Wisdom. Chapter 1. The Forest of Many Voices. In a vast forest where sunlight poured in patches through a canopy of green, there stood trees of every kind, tall pines, leafy maples, and flowering dogwoods, but none stood taller or prouder than the great oak. His trunk was as wide as 3 men standing arm to arm. His branches stretched so far that they cast a shadow like a roof over the clearing. Birds built their nests in his highest boughs, and squirrels leapt between his limbs as if crossing a bridge in the sky. A little distance away, growing in a small grove near a stream, was a clump of bamboo. Slender green stalks rose in clusters, their narrow leaves fluttering in the gentlest wind. They were graceful, even delicate, yet their roots held firmly in the earth. The oak had lived through more than 100 seasons. He had seen winters where snow buried the forest floor, and summers where the air shimmered with heat. He had faced storms, droughts, and frosts, and had always stood tall. But the oak, for all his age, carried pride like a crown, and that pride often showed when he looked upon the bamboo. Chapter 2. A Meeting of Opposites. One bright afternoon, when the forest hummed with the buzzing of bees and the chattering of squirrels, the oak called across the clearing. "Oak, Bamboo! Tell me, do you not tire of bowing to every little breeze? Even the gentlest wind makes you bend." The bamboo swayed softly, its leaves whispering against each other. Bamboo: "I bend because the wind asks me to. It does me no harm. Why fight what I cannot stop?" The oak rumbled with laughter, a sound like distant thunder. Oak: "That is weakness, my friend. Stand tall, unyielding. I have faced gales that would tear you from the earth." Bamboo: "Perhaps, but I have stood through storms that have broken greater trees. I am not weak, I am willing." The oak dismissed the words with a creak of his mighty branches. "We shall see," he thought. Chapter 3. Whispers in the Wind. As the weeks passed, the forest began to change. The air grew cooler. Leaves turned from green to gold, and the ground rustled with the sounds of autumn. One morning, a robin landed on the oak's branch, singing a warning. Robin: "The winds from the north grow restless. They say a storm is coming." The oak replied with confidence. "Oak, let it come. I have seen storms before." Meanwhile, the bamboo listened quietly to the rustle of leaves and the murmur of the nearby stream. The water's flow had changed, faster now, as if it too sensed urgency. At night, the forest grew eerily still. Even the crickets fell silent. And in that stillness, a faint sigh moved through the trees, the first breath of the storm.